So yesterday was the Microsoft Build event, and a bunch of updates came out of that related to AI, ChatGPT, Bing Chat. I covered all that in last night's Brainyacts newsletter, but I wanted to highlight something that is very potent and powerful that happened yesterday, and that is Microsoft announced that it's using plugins in its Copilot, and it demoed two specific plugins related to legal, and I'll get to that in a second. So basically, what is Copilot? Copilot is their generative AI assistant that is going to reside directly in tools like Word and PowerPoint and Excel and a whole host of other Microsoft related products that we all use every day. So they're embedding generative AI capabilities directly into products. Now, the powerful thing about what happened yesterday is that Microsoft demoed Thomson Reuters plugins in regards to drafting a contract. Now, I'm going to show you that video here because I want you to see Microsoft actually speaking about this, talking about how lawyers can use this. Actually, they don't actually say lawyers. They don't even say lawyers should use this. Anyone can use this, is how they sort of frame this to review and change contracts. It's a very short demo. I'll show you that to you in a second. I'm going to follow that up with Thomson Reuters demo. It's a more complete demo. Again, it's like under 2 minutes, so just bear with it because it's really powerful. Here's the thing. Yeah, it's easy to get hyped up on generative AI and all that, but this is the powerful thing that's actually happening. So when you watch this demo, it's basically an associate responding to a partner's request to review a contract. And notice that the associate would never have to leave the platform, would never have to leave Word. They basically can do all of this within Word, which is very powerful. It seems small, but going back and forth to different windows on your computer, you lose context, you lose speed, you just kind of lose the flow of working. The second thing is notice that Copilot's going to be context aware, meaning it understands what you're working on and what you're doing. So they don't show it in a demo here, but the associate could easily respond to the partner's email with the use of generative AI and basically prompt Copilot to basically respond and outline or bullet or provide a narrative summary of all the changes and all the things that they found in that contract. Now, typically an associate's going to sweat over that, right? Oh my God, responding to a partner. I want to make sure I'm thorough. I want to make sure I'm professional. I want to make sure I'm responsive to this partner's sort of unique communication style. Well, if they get really good at prompting, they can just write a prompt to Copilot and it's going to take everything that happened in that contract, summarize it, bullet it and all that, and create an email right in Outlook, and off they go. So it's a qualitative play. It's a productivity play. It's just a really, really solid way of working and helping lawyers sort of stay in the zone and stay in the flow of providing high quality communications analysis, not just to clients, but associates to partners. So this really empowers associates is one useful way of looking at this. The other thing I want you to think about is, yes, fine. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the billable hour. Do lawyers actually want to get more productive and more efficient if they can review a contract in this demo and it takes less than 2 minutes instead of 20 minutes or 40 minutes? Aren't they shooting themselves in the foot by creating less billable hours? Yes, of course they are. But we also know that more and more practices are not on a billable hour. And we see this in big law and small law. So this could be workers' comp. This could be personal injury. This could be certain family law. In big law, we have insurance defense. We have single plaintiff litigation and employment matters. We have IP related areas. We have lease review and sales contract review and outside general counsel services. All of these areas of law have migrated or are migrating away from a strict billable hour model. If you are in one of those practices, what you're about ready to see is going to absolutely increase your profit margin. And it's not going to sacrifice quality. It's actually going to increase your performance and productivity. This is truly transformational. And I'm not a big hype guy. I don't want to get into hyperbole, but this is a perfect example of generative AI is going to seep naturally into the workflow of lawyers. This is not some highly disruptive, go to a different platform like ChatGPT where you have to worry about like security and privacy and this is actually happening in the tools that lawyers use today. Very familiar tools. The learning curve is going to be very low, except for understanding how to interact with generative AI, prompting and use cases. And that's been all the focus of what I've been writing about in Brainyacts. So watch these two demos. Literally it's going to take you 3 minutes, and just really sit back and think about how this could absolutely change and improve your individual practice, whether you're an associate or partner in big law or small law or even in-house teams. Think about this in-house teams. Think about the number of sales contracts or marketing copy that has to be reviewed for compliance and regulatory concerns and sort of internal policies, right? You're inundated with marketing copy requests, and everyone wants to go. Marketing wants to go, sales wants to go, and these teams are generally always struggling to keep up. What you're about to see absolutely could be a game changer for you. Again, I hate saying that because I don't want to feed into this hype, but this is powerful stuff. So anyway, watch these two videos. I'm going to queue up the Microsoft Build one first, and then you're going to see the Thomson Reuters demo.
Let's show you how you'll be more productive at work. Here, I'm going to use Microsoft 365 Copilot. Now I'm in Microsoft Word, and I'm going to need some help for drafting a legal contract. I got a legal contract here, and I need some help with California law. So I'm going to call 3 plugins from Thomson Reuters to edit this document. First thing is I'll go into Copilot, and I'll pull it up, and I'll say, hey, help me understand how to edit the limitation of liability using the practical law plugin. It'll read the document, find the paragraph, and make that change. Next, I want to know if this is enforceable under California law. So I'll call the Westlaw plugin that will do that analysis, and it'll come back and give you an analysis about it from a legal perspective. As Satya shared, we're excited to announce.
Bob, a junior attorney, receives an email from his boss, Paula, asking him to draft a contract. Bob opens Microsoft Word, where Copilot already has the context it needs to assemble a draft. All he needs to do is hit Generate. Bob can then use Copilot for Word with trusted legal intelligence from Thomson Reuters to refine the draft. He can replace the limitation of liability clause with a gold standard example from practical law and easily access related guidance. To verify the limitation of liability is enforceable under California law, Bob asks Westlaw. Westlaw formulates a response and provides a short summary with links to the relevant authority. Finally, Bob prompts Copilot to provide him with a summary of changes, by clause, for easy review. Thomson Reuters Document Intelligence quickly extracts and compares the modified clauses. With his review complete, Bob is ready to share the draft with Paula.